Hello everyone, I welcome you all on EduTap and today we will cover all the senior citizen welfare schemes that are important from the examination point of view. Alright, so let's start with the session. But before starting, here's an announcement for all the aspirants who are preparing for the central regulatory bodies. We have come up with one-stop solution guide to all the queries that you might be having regarding the organization that you would want to join. For example, if you want to know about what RBI, NABARD or SEBI works, you can know everything about it in these e-guidebooks. Along with that, what will be your role, what are the different departments, everything you will find in this. And not only that, you will also get to know about all the recruitment about the recruitment process, what are the different phases, what is the pattern of each phase, what type of questions are asked, what is the syllabus, what is the previous year pattern. Everything has been comprehensively covered in these e-guidebooks, so do not miss the opportunity. You can download these e-guidebooks free of cost from the link that is provided in the description box below. All right, so talking about the economic and social issues aspect, if you look at the particular section that we are going to cover today, that is for all the welfare schemes that are there for the old people. So of course we're talking about social issues, and we are talking about having a social security towards the older generation, and that is why the questions are asked, have been asked in the past also, and can be asked in the future as well. Okay, we'll start with the Ministry of Rural Development. So basically, see, one scheme that we have already covered in our last session, right? So that we talked about Atal Vay Abhyuday Yojana, right? So that was taken care by Social Ministry and Justice Ministry, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, I'm sorry. All right, so now in this session we are going to cover the rest of the very important schemes that falls under different ministries. Okay, and these are again in one way or another, they are always in news, so be thorough with what is the current affairs, and all the static portion we will do today. Okay, so and whatever be the questions, I'll take all your questions at the end of the session. I hope you would not mind. Let's understand the flow of today's session first. So first scheme that we are going to talk about, it is National Social Assistance Program. So basically here the government is trying to socially assist the society. So basically here the government is assisting the society, but how? We are talking about by providing them with pension. Okay, so basically what is the idea behind the scheme is, and this specifically talks about our, we have DPSPs, right? I hope you all are aware of that, and if you are not, these DPSP are some of the, you can say, responsibility which have been incorporated in the constitution, which says that these are some of the things that should be in the society, not immediately but in the future. And some of the things have been achieved, for example Panchayati Raj if we talk about, and other these things, but some of it are not lawfully binding, but yes, they are a moral responsibility, you can take care, you can say like that. Okay, so there are some if we look at the DPSP, if we look at this particular scheme, if we talk about, it focuses on the article number 41 and 42 specifically. Well, 41, it talks about the article 41, it talks about providing public assistance to unemployed, to old age, to disabled. So there is some category in 41 article which says about how the central and the state government should focus on that. And 42, well, specifically talks about that there should be humane condition in the workplace, and there should be some extra leverage for the pregnant women and things like that. So if we look at overall, this focuses on the two particular articles, but specifically if we talk about it, it focuses more on the 41 article, tries to achieve this 41 article number, where we talked about how helping the old age people when needed, not when needed, but yes, the conditions of them are like such that they need help when they get old, right? So the launcher of this scheme is 1995, so it's been running till since 15th of August 1995. Okay, and again, if I tell you what was the objective, what was the vision behind this scheme, so that is the fulfillment of our directive principle in article number 41 and 42. This has been mentioned in your guidelines, but specifically 41 we are talking about, it caters to that need. Okay, objective is to provide support. We are telling here to provide, the scheme aims providing support to whom? To aged people. Do remember, this is not what it is written in 41, it is for article 41, it is for much more larger population. This specific scheme that we're talking about, It focuses on to provide support to aged person, widows, disabled person, and bereaved families. Bereaved families are the ones where the bread earner of the family has died. So where the bread earner has died, so now how the family will take care of him, of themselves, right? So for them there will be some overall lump sum amount that will be given, and also to the people who belonging to the BPL line, for them also financial support is being provided under the scheme. So there are various components we will look at also, right? So here the basic idea of the scheme is to provide support, financial support to aged people, to widows in the place where somebody has the bread winner has died in the family, or to the people belonging to the BPL line. Okay, and of course here we, in all the cases, we will be focusing on what? We will be focusing on the senior citizen categories only, right? And the type of scheme is centrally sponsored. What does it mean? It means that the amount will be divided between the center and the state, right? The components, now we'll look at it. First we'll just go through the name and then we'll understand the importance, because the data in it, in all of them, are very important. So we'll go them one by one. Okay, so Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme, as the name suggests, it is for the old age people. Okay, next we talk about the Indira Gandhi National Widow Pension Scheme. Okay, now see, in the official guideline is no mention that somebody is getting under widow, so are they eligible for old age or vice versa or not. Okay, so there is no such mention in the guideline, but usually it happens that you can't be part of more than two pensions. Okay, so I hope if this is a query in your mind, that is sorted now. Next is Indira Gandhi National Disability Pension Scheme. Okay, so this talks about giving pension to such people who are disabled. Okay, and there's some certain criteria also. So basically it is 80%. The disability should be 80% and above in the body to get to avail the pension under this particular one. Okay, next is National Family Benefit Scheme. So this family benefit talks about where we talked about where the breadwinner has died. So for the bereaved family, some lump sum amount, 20,000 amount will be given, and this is under the National Family Benefit Scheme. Then we have Annapurna. So this particular was added in 2001. This particular component was added in 2001, and it talks about providing food security to the old age people. Okay, now let's look at them one by one. First of all, we'll talk about Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Mission. So in this case, the eligible age is what? It is 60 years. Okay, so it is 60 and above for the National Old Age Pension Scheme. Here the pension is rupees 200 per month for persons between 60 to 79 years. Okay, because see, above 80, if somebody is 80 and above, they come under the category of super seniors citizen. Currently they are senior citizen. 80 and above are super senior citizen. Okay, and here we can understand that, see, the physical capability of a person, it keeps on decreasing once they reach the old age, that we know, right? But when they reach this super senior citizen category, that is 80 and above, we can understand that the locomotory movement or the movement in the body, it is at their lowest, right? So that is why they need more money in it. That is why if they belong to 60 and 79, in that case pension is 200, and if they are 80 and above, in that case the amount has been increased. Okay, and the amount they will get is rupees 500 per month. So under old age pension scheme, so of course first we can understand, if it is old age pension scheme, of course it is for both male and female, right? So there should be no confusion in that. We are talking about senior citizen scheme, so it should be 60 and above, right? Pension for 60 to 79 is 200, while in case of 80, when they have now they have become the super senior citizen, in that case the per month is rupees 500 per month. Okay, 500 per month. I hope that is clear. Okay, next that we are talking about is Indira Gandhi National Widow Pension. So now we can understand it talks about widows only, and in this case the eligible age is 40 years and the pension is 300 per month. Okay, abhi tak humne kitni scheme ki? We have done two scheme. One is old age for all, so that is 60 and above. Okay, for 60 to 79, 200 rupees per month will be provided as pension. If it is 80, if the age is 80 and above, in that case 500 is the pension. And a reason we have understood, because of the movement in the body condition will degrade with time only, right? Then comes widow pension scheme. So we are talking about specifically widows. Okay, in that case the eligibility is what? It is then 40 years and the pension is 300, not 200 in case of old age, but in case of 300. देखो इसको याद करने का, it can be a bad way to remember. I am sorry for that if that would be a bad way, but you can understand in old age, because there is no gender specification or any specific like for example disabled, we have certain people only. For widows we will have certain people only, but in old age we will have more category. That is why the amount is lesser, because we have to cater larger audience, right? But in case of widow pension scheme there will be restricted people. That is why here the amount is increased. Now it is 300 per month. Okay, and in case of 80, on after attaining the age of 80 the beneficiary will get 500. So 500 is same, अभी याद करने में easy रहेगा. I hope it will be easier to remember. 80 फिलहाल for now in both the cases in 80 years we looked at 80 and above, it is 500 only. In case of normal pension 60 to 79, in case of old age it is 200, and in case of widow, first of all you will start getting money from 40 and the amount will be 300. Okay. Next, talk about the next component, Indira Gandhi National Disability. So this talks about a particular section who are disabled, and here the eligibility. First of all, we have to look at two things. First of all, the eligible age should be 18 years and above. Okay, and another is disability level has to be 80%. Now, why are we studying this when it does not cater for the social security for senior citizen? But we have to understand this is one of the component of the NSAP that we are studying, right? And that is why we are covering just all the components. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे disability pension में क्या है, 18 years and above, and the level of disability should be 80%. Okay, has to be 80%. Here also the amount is rupees 300. So what we have seen in special categories, if widow was a special category, disability one is a special category. Here the amount is 300 each per month, right? In this way you can remember all these datas. I hope that is clear. After attaining age of 80 years, the beneficiary is 500. ठीक है, now this is similar again, so I don't think there is much confusion in remembering the data, and I really hope abhi ke abhi now only you're getting everything and you will remember everything. Next, talking about national benefit scheme. So we have talked about whenever the breadwinner has died, in that case you will get the amount of rupees 20,000 will be given as a lump sum assistance to the bereaved household. Okay, in case of the breadwinner they die. Okay, the death of such a breadwinner should be occurred whilst he is more than 18 years. So breadwinner can't be like just families dependent on minority, right? So that should not be the case. So here or the senior citizen, but in that case we can understand that they are not that physically strong to do work, right? So in that case the death should be the breadwinner should be of the age between 18 to 60 years. ठीक है, I hope there's no confusion till yet. We'll just quickly revise once we'll do the last one. Annapurna scheme क्या है? अन्नपूर्णा में क्या है? 10 kg of food grains is given per month per beneficiary. Do remember, per month per beneficiary we are giving. Okay, and this is again to have food security for the old people, okay, to the senior citizens, so that they have food to eat. Okay, so we'll just make a quick revision again. So see, first we talked about Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme. तो old age में हमने क्या देखा था? It was above 60 you have to be there. Pension is for 60 to 79, it was rupees 200. I hope you remember everything. Or 80 years above, what was the money that you are going to get as pension? That was rupees 500. Why 200? Because we have to get a larger population. Widows specifically we are talking about, so 40 years and above are eligible. Okay, apart from that what we looked at till initially the amount is 300. Why not till 60? Because from 40 they are eligible, right? So it is rupees 300, and if attain 80 years and above, in that case rupees 500 again. National disability, now here first of all 80% disability should be there. Above 18 years, now here it is should be above 18 years, then again the amount is rupees 300 for and 80 and above it is what? It is 500. Okay, so 500 common for all. Now this 300 for special category, it was 300 that we have seen. National family benefit में what we have looked at, rupees 20,000 will be given as a lump sum to the bereaved family. And अन्नपूर्णा में कितना मिल रहा है? रुपीज 10 आपको कितना मिल रहा है? नॉट सॉरी रुपीज 10 kg राशन आपको मिल रहा है. ठीक है, तो आई होप अब ये में आपको कंफ्यूजन नहीं होगी, और ये यहीं पे आपका सारा रिवीजन हो गया होगा. आई होप ऑल द रिवीजन इज देन डन हेयर ओनली. ओके, फूड ग्रेन्स मिलेंगे, वीट और राइस. डू रिमेंबर इट शुड बी वीट और राइस. ओके, नॉट ऑल द राशन दैट यू आर गोइंग टू गेट. नेक्स्ट इज मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर. व्हाट इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट स्कीम फॉर द सीनियर सिटीजन अंडर दिस? दैट इज अ नेशनल प्रोग्राम फॉर द हेल्थ केयर फॉर एल्डरली. ओके, दिस स्कीम वॉज लॉन्च्ड नाउ, एंड इन दिस आई थिंक the crux is already understood. We are talking about the healthcare for the elderly people. Okay, so here we are talking about all primary, secondary and tertiary benefits. What is the primary health sector? So primary health sector is normally you can say if you go whenever you feel low, or whenever you have fever, you just go to physician. That is the first direct contact that you have for generic diseases, right? Or the generic problem that you have. So that is the primary healthcare sector. Secondary, then it becomes something specific. Okay, when you have something specific diseases. And tertiary, it includes It includes first of all major diseases, and also then various health sector equipments and all the functionaries, everything is involved. So tertiary is, you can say, even more specific than the secondary one. Okay, so launch year of this particular program was 2010 2011 का जो financial year था, in that this particular program came. And what was the aim, what was the idea behind this? So this is an articulation for the international and national commitment. So we have some national and international commitments for what? For having rights of person with disabilities. Okay, what the basic idea is, this scheme is not just for the disability, but we are saying that there are certain national and international commitment we have. If we talk about some international commitment, in that case we have, for example, UN Convention of the Rights of Person with Disabilities, national policy of older person we have, which we adopted in 1919, and section 20 of the maintenance and welfare of parents and senior citizen we have 27. Okay, why we have, I have added this screenshot to give you an idea that what was the vision behind launching this particular scheme. That was to fulfill some our national and international commitment. We have some other laws that are related to senior citizen, we have some laws that are related to the older persons, we have some international laws which talks about the rights the person have even if they have disability. And to cater all these things, we have come up with the particular scheme. The aim of the scheme is to provide dedicated healthcare facilities. Okay, so they should have dedicated healthcare facilities to the senior citizen. And again, when we talk about senior citizen, we say above 60 years of age, and 60 years and above, right? And at various level, primary, secondary and tertiary healthcare. I hope you have by now you have understood what is primary, secondary and the tertiary care. Now talking about objectives. Now these are the 4 objectives that we are going to discuss. Okay, so what can be the reason? Okay, so basically what can be the thing that can be provided under the scheme? To provide with the affordable healthcare to them, accessible healthcare, right? To provide a proper infrastructure for them, so that they don't have to, you know, wait, they have certain facilities that are available to them. So all these things are the objectives. So here we are talking about accessibility, affordability, high quality, long term, comprehensive, dedicated service, right? We are talking about providing a new architecture for aging, to build a framework to create enabling environment. They should have a proper environment. Okay, they should have the facility. Here, not even that, not only providing with the after the effect facility, but also here to promote the concept of healthy and active and healthy aging, to introduce them about the light exercises, yoga that they can do, how they can improve their health, so that whenever they will age, it would not be as painful as it would be if they don't just take care of themselves. Okay, and here the government also aim to converge other health related schemes with this one, so that elderly people can have benefit. They might not be aware of that, they might not have with people with them to take them to aware them about such facilities that they can avail for the certain problems they might face, right? So the convergence with National Rural Health Mission, Ayush and other line department, okay, will help to cater the aim of this particular scheme to the senior citizen that we have studied. Okay, so here we have 3 important components. First component talks about the primary and the secondary sector, which is the National Health Mission component. Secondaries are Rashtriya Varisht Jan Swasthya Yojana. This talks about our tertiary tertiary sector, health sector. Okay, so we have 3 sectors, right? So for primary and secondary, we have National Health Mission component. For tertiary, we have Rashtriya Varisht Jan Swasthya Yojana, and we have third one, which we'll look at in the next slide, which talks about the survey that is being conducted, so that the facilities can be improved and the outcomes are much better for the senior citizen. So for the National Health Mission, we have understood primary and secondary care delivery. Okay, how it will be provided? Through district hospitals, through community health centers, primary health centers, sub centers, they will be formed. Tertiary health sector, it talks about, see, initially the name was tertiary component, but this was renamed as Rashtriya Varisht Jan Swasthya Yojana in 2016-17. Okay, I hope that is clear. And here, as we have understood, so here what will be done? So some specific, as we have understood, specific care is been given under tertiary sector, right? So that all will be established across the nation. Okay, third one is our research, a longitudinal aging studies in India, LASI project. Okay, so this project is what? So this project is nationally representative survey of older person in India. First survey will be conducted, their problems will be identified, and then accordingly solutions will be provided. Okay, and on what basis the data is collected by LASI, under the LASI project. So basically first component is health, disease burden and risk factors. What are the risk factors for the older people? Healthcare and healthcare financing, is the proper financing for them or not? For social, family, social network and all these things will be taken care. And economic factors, economic data are also taken about their income, wealth, expenditure, employment, retirement, pension. Do they have money? So because not only providing with the facility, but at least they should also have that access, right? They can access those facilities as well. So these are the components that are going to taken care under this. Okay, and see next one. So this is the second scheme that we have done. Okay, and third, this comes under the Ministry of Finance. I'm sorry, I've not added the one extra slide here. When I'll provide you with the PDF, there I'll add. So that is Ministry of Finance. So now next scheme that we are studying, it is under Ministry of Finance. It is Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana. ठीक है, तो Vaya Vandana Yojana, this scheme specifically, it talks about basically what happens. See, whenever, and this is also for senior citizen. First, let's make that clear, right? So it happens that senior citizens, they have their money saved. They have some money. If they are retired, they get the pension, right? They get the retirement amount as well. Now what happens, usually the senior citizens, they are afraid to invest this money in the market, because they think they might lose the money, and of course for them, they can't take risk. The age does not allow them to take the risk, right? So that is why the government, of course, they want money. They would want to channelize that into the market, right? So to boost the economy, they need some money, they need amount. So what the government have promised under the particular yojana, under the particular scheme, that please you to the senior citizen, they have requested that please submit the amount to us. Whatever amount you might be having as a saving, you just submit to us, okay, for 10 years. So under the scheme, the amount should be submitted for 10 years, and there the senior citizen, they have this liberty to choose the pension form in case of monthly, quarterly, yearly, whatever they want to choose. But the basic idea behind the scheme is that for 10 years the money will be submitted. The beneficiary will get back interest on the money for 10 years, and after 10 years all the money will be given back. So basically, if you look at, for the 10 years, whatever monthly, quarterly or yearly money the senior citizen will get back, that is just the interest that has been generated on the particular amount that has been submitted, and after 10 years all the amount will be given back to the beneficiary. And here what the catch is, so this is not something very different, right? This happens in FD, this happens in RD, all these things. But the catch is here, the interest rate is much higher that the beneficiary is going to get. That is to attract them. Here the interest rate has been kept very high. Okay, launch year is 2017, and although this comes under the Ministry of Finance, but it is administered by LIC, okay, Life Insurance Corporation of India. Aim is to protect elderly person against the future fall in the market. What if there's something, for example, the COVID like situations happened, okay, so there was fluctuations in interest rate and everything, right? But here, even in that case also, the people who have been under this Vaya Vandana Yojana, they would have gotten the same percentage only, right? Similarly, this is the basic aim. If we talk about whatever be the future fall, the person is going to get the same money, the same percentage only as an interest in their interest income, due to the uncertain market condition, and because of which senior citizens are hesitant to invest their money in the market. Beneficiaries are age 80 and 60 and above. Key features is what? Available for sale up to 31st March 2023. Sale means what? It means that the person can avail under the scheme till 31st March 2023. It has been extended till 21st March 2023, and now this, because this is up, right? So there can be asked, the chances of asking this particular scheme can be there in the examination. What does it mean? It's not like that the scheme has now ended in 31st March 2023. It means that the beneficiaries could have enrolled themselves till this date, but whoever now that have enrolled, for example, I enrolled on 30th March, so this will be valid, my scheme will be valid till 10 more year, okay, 2033, okay, so I will get my back money in 2023, but I could not enroll after the 31st March 2023 criteria. Term of the scheme is what? It is 10 years, that we have already discussed. Okay, mode of pension can be, again we have understood, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, whatever you want to take. Okay, the percentage that you're going to get back. When initially the scheme was launched in 2017, that time the government has declared 8% of loan that will be getting, okay, and now the percentage that you're going to get, if you apply for monthly type of this the particular payment pension payment mode, then in that case you will get 7.40% as an interest. Quarterly में 7.45 है, per annum we are talking this everything per annum, okay. Half yearly 7.52 and yearly 7.6 is okay, per annum we are saying. Now I would say do not remember everything, but at least for monthly and yearly you should remember, okay. One thing is this, and secondly these payment percentage, sorry, this interest rates, it can be changed yearly, but whenever any citizen has been fixed at a particular percentage, that would not be changed, okay. For example, this year, for example in 2022, some beneficiary they enrolled at 7.40 percentage, okay, and in 2023 what happened, another beneficiary when they came at that time, the rates were fluctuated and then it became 7.10. So the person who had enrolled at 7.40, they are going to get the interest rate at that amount or at that rate only, okay. So these can be changed yearly, but currently I would say focus just on monthly and yearly and not all, okay. And there's a limit also. So investment limit here is rupees 15 lakh per citizen. It's not like that they can contribute any amount. The maximum of 15 lakh they can submit, and minimum also there's something around 1,50,000 56,000 that is there, that should be added in here, okay. What are the benefits? Okay, so pension payment, this is for the yearly. So for example, if you're going for the monthly mode, if you're going to the monthly mode and you have submitted an amount, you can get minimum of 1,000, maximum of 9,250 as a payment, pension payment. So this is nothing but the interest that you are going to get, and also the amount also, right. Then we have death benefit. Death benefit में क्या होगा? For example, the beneficiary has died because age is 60 and above, right. So if the beneficiary died, so whoever will be the nominee, all the amount will be submitted. All the in normal case, what would have happened, which is the maturity benefit, 10 years they would have taken the interest, the beneficiaries would have enjoyed the interest, and after 10 years they would have gotten all the amount. But if they have died before 10 years, in that case whoever will be the nominee, they will get back all the money back. So no additional interest benefit, all the amount will be given back, okay. And no nominee can continue this particular scheme, okay. I hope that's clear. Some of the other key features, so the scheme is exempted from service tax and GST only. So there are various types of tax. Only from the service tax and GST the scheme has been excluded, not from all. Policy can be surrendered anytime. So it's not like that after 10 years only you will get the amount. You can surrender before 10 years, means you can take back your money 10 prior to 10 years also, but there is some condition. What are the exceptional circumstances in which you can take back the money? So that is, if the pensioner requires money for the treatment of any critical or terminal illness of the self or spouse. So in that case also they can take back the money even before 10 years, okay. Second is the surrender value payable is what? It is 98%. What does it mean? It means that 2% will be deducted as a penalty if you take back the money before 10 years. So you will get just the 98% of what you have submitted, okay. So I hope that's clear. And this loan facility also, that is available after the completion of 3 years policy. What does it mean? After 3 years, if you want to take loan on that particular money, you can take up to 75%. So on the whatever money that you have submitted, on the 75% of it you can take back the loan, and whatever pension that you will get, so that will be adjusted, because for loan also you would have to pay back some interest to the bank, right. So whatever interest that you have to pay back, or whatever money you have to pay back, you can actually adjust that in your pension, and you will get a little lesser pension, but you would not have that burden to provide that additional interest and the money back to the bank time to time, right. So this facility is also available, and the guaranteed pension rate is similar to offline as well as online mode of sale. Whatever it means, that whenever at whatever interest rate you have locked yourself under the particular scheme, that only you will get. So that is all about the schemes, okay. There are some other I'm sorry, there are some other benefits also that are being provided to the senior citizens, that is under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs also, and Ministry of Railways also. You can just read from it. What are the basic ideas? So basically, if we talk about Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, so we talk about model building bylaws. What does it mean? That there should be proper space for wheelchairs, okay. So the structure should be like that the elderlies don't find it difficult to maybe cross the road, maybe to to go through the stairs, so there should be proper ramps, lifts at the station from the lower floor to the upper floor, so that people, the elderly, can easily go. Okay, so these are some of the facilities that are provided by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and they are taken care of. And some under the Ministry of Railways. For example, if you are above 40, if the female passenger is 45 and above, they will get, by default, get the lower berths only. Okay, so these are some of the reservations that are done for them. Along with that, for example, if there are the battery operated vehicles will be free, will be provided free of cost for the divyangs, for the senior citizen, because sick passengers, if they want to move from one place to another. Okay, these are some of the facilities, and that is all the most important things that we have covered. And the question will be framed from these schemes only, until unless something new comes, or something major happens, changes happen in some other particular scheme. Okay, so these are some of the questions that you have for today. So eligibility of Indira Gandhi National Old Pension Scheme, you have to tell that. Second question is disability for availing pension under, how much percent disability should be there. Third is pension under Indira Gandhi National Widow Pension Scheme. Fourth is what is the maximum limit under PM Vaya Vandana Yojana. Okay, maximum limit of what? Of the money to invest. Okay, to invest, or you can say to purchase. Okay, what is that under the PM Vaya Vandana Yojana? Okay, these are the toppers of the last sessions. Okay, so Thanga Roja, Surbhi said the right answer, Rishabh said the right answer, Raj Rangit said the right answer. I've taken your suggestion. Okay, okay, Raj. Then Saurabh said the right answer, Impana said the right answer. We have Rahul. Okay, Rahul, I've taken the suggestion. I'll make the schemes in the future lectures. Alma said the right, sorry, Almur said the right answer. Himanshu, okay, I've taken the your suggestion. Rushi said the right answer. Millie said the right answer. Welcome, Millie and Rahu. Okay, Rahul, I've taken the suggestion. I'll plan to make the schemes that were in budget, or that is important related to data. So that is all in this video. So now I'll take one or two doubts that if you have any. Naman, see, this particular scheme is specifically for the government schemes, but I'll convey your doubts. I'll convey your request for the to the concerned faculties, and they will come up with the sessions on important MSPs and census and SECC data. But I hope you understand these. I cannot actually add that in here, because that is not the part of the government schemes. And Prakash, yes, you have one request. Please ask. What is the request? And yes, Jai Prakash, that is the right answer. And also please comment down all the answers also, so that I can actually add that in the next PPT also, so that more people know about the preparation. But I think, Prakash, there's no doubt you have not asked any. So thank you everyone for joining with the session. And if you have any doubt, any query, please, you can always write to us. You can comment down below, I'll reply. And if you want me to cover any scheme, do let me know. All the scheme that we are currently covering, they have been asked by one of you only. So